Good morning to all. Welcome back to my channel. Hi, this is Mr. Manjan Sahu. Today I'm going to solve the web technology of week 8, assignment 8. The page contain the Java server pages, JSP, and we're going to attend these questions. Now, guys, these are my credentials, you can see, and we'll start to solve the assignments as soon as possible. Now, let's start. You can see here the question. There are about 10 questions are there. We will try to attend the 10 questions one by one. So let's start the first question here. That is, what kind of JavaScript language is? What kind of JavaScript language? It is object oriented or object based or assembly language or high level language. So in the 4 options, we can choose the object based. That is one option B. Object based. Why choose object based? You can see this JavaScript. It is a programming language which supports the prototype but doesn't fully implement all the object-oriented principles, that it lacks the traditional class-based inheritance until E6 with the class syntax relying instead of on the prototype inheritance. So what is object-oriented? If you choose object-oriented, it is incorrect statements because it is while it has the object-oriented features, that is objects inheritance by prototypes. It is not only purely object oriented, okay, which is also data abstraction, encapsulation, polymorphism and inheritance. 4 out of 4 features it will support, but due to its dynamic nature and its lack of strict class enforcement. But the correct statement is object based. Let's I'm just a rectangle. This is object based. Okay, this is object based. This is the correct statement. The JavaScript is considered object-based because it supports the objects, allows manipulations of objects, properties, and use of a prototype, but does not enforce the strict object-oriented programming. And what about the assembly language? You can just mark it out. That is, you can see, rectangles, and this one portions. You can see this is object-based. Got it? Then if you choose assembly language, it is incorrect statement because assembly language is low level while JavaScript is a high level language. So if you choose high level, is also a incorrect as a standalone answers here. The true in generals, the questions like 6 the specific partitions. So the correct answer would be object based language. Now moving to the question number 2. The question number 2 is asking about the result of the following JavaScript code should be one of the following. Okay, where x equal to 5, y equal to 1, and objects x 10 is 2 with object and alert y. Then what is the output here? You can choose the output will be 1.0. Now let's analyze the answer. You can see the output will be here 1.0. That is, with the statement extends the scope chain for the object, but y is not the property of the objects. Okay, y is not the property of the objects. Dot JavaScript falls back to the outer scope where y equal to 1. That's why from these options we choose 1.0. Now moving to the question number 3. Which of the following is referred to as a conditional express? Conditional express you can choose here, that is immediate if. 3 option D. 3 option D. Now let's analyze this all the 4 options one by one. If you choose first of all, a conditional expression in JavaScript which is consigns ways to express the conditions, that is typically using the ternary operator, also known as the immediate if. Okay, so if you choose the alternative to if else, it is also incorrect because this is a value and not a specific term. If you choose the switch statement, it is also incorrect statement because control flow statement, not conditional expressions. And if you choose option number 3, if then else statements, it is also incorrect because control structure, not a single expression. But the last statement is the immediate if option, that is the ternary operator, conditions value to like this, and is the immediate if condition. That's why we choose the answer immediate if. So 3 option is the right answer. Now moving to the question number 4. Which of the following JavaScript code is more effective? Code A and code B is given. So here we cannot compare. So 4 option D we cannot compare here properly because you can see here question number 4. This is the code of A options which is mentioned in the